Très bien. Bonjour à tous, merci d'être avec nous.
Good afternoon, everybody, and I'd like to welcome you to the press conference together with I119335EN1W, the chair of the committee, which follows on from the resolution voted by the European Parliament on glyphosate. The resolution was adopted with a certain number of amendments, 374 in favour, 225 against, 102 abstentions. I'd now like to hand the floor to the chair.
Grazie.
Thank you. I'd like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to give a presentation following the vote to let you know about what has happened. But I think this is also an opportunity to clear up some doubts that may still be in the air about the majority. For instance, a qualified majority is required for delegated acts and implementing acts, and because this is an executing and implementing act, the rules stipulate that a simple majority is required in this case. So we've been doing some maths over the last few minutes. If a qualified majority had been required, we would have needed more than 374. So I just wanted to point that out. The Envy committee had been making this objection for some time. Now that this has been approved, it constitutes a success for the committee. We now have a commitment from plenary following the vote in the committee to ensure that the extension of the glyphosate authorization will be for a period of 7 years. And now, following some amendments that were approved in plenary, should any further scientific evidence emerge in the meantime, the authorization can be revoked. In other words, the authorization is granted on a certain basis, and should the evidence lead to a change of that basis, the decision can be changed. Use will be exclusively professional, and use will be exclusively under the supervision of professional experts. That is also a positive element. So a limitation. It can't be used near playgrounds or near leisure areas. And prior to harvest. EFSA, the European Food Safety Authority, will still need to carry out some studies in order to ensure that there are full assurances about use of the molecule and co-formulants. The information available to EFSA and Council's investigations indicate that as far as the effect of the molecule is concerned, the evidence appears to indicate that the molecule is not carcinogenic. A lot of the discussion has been revolving around the different interpretations of what different bodies have said. The IARC has put it in list 2A alongside other commonly used substances. There's coffee, for instance, red meat, some oils. This is a list of substances that are, quote, probably carcinogenic, unquote. So the Commission proposed 15 years, authorization, the Council felt it was necessary to carry out certain studies, and there were also requests for restrictions on use. So the final outcome of today's vote is now familiar to you, and we see this as being a step in the right direction to keeping our farming sector competitive whilst being ever more vigilant about consumer health, which of course is our top priority. That said, I don't know if you have questions. I'm at your disposal.
Merci beaucoup. Y a-t-il des questions?
Thank you. Are there any questions?
No request. Non. Donc. Ah, nous avons une question là-bas.
A question over there. Go ahead. I haven't had the time to look at the limitations in detail, the limitations that have been voted concerning playgrounds, public at-risk areas, that sort of thing. Could you give us clarification on what's been voted there more precisely with the amendments?
I'm going to check, also because we are not able to remember all the amendment. It is 42. Sorry to... It is this one. It is not. It's here. Ah, it's back. Okay. Chiediamo alla Commissione.
We invite the Commission to limit sale of the product to non-professional users, and we request that an expert evaluation be carried out in Member States to examine the use of plant health products by non-professional users and to make proposals to that respect, to develop training programs and to develop an authorization program for professionals, providing greater information about the use of glyphosate whilst rigorously limiting the use of products containing the active glyphosate element in pre-harvest periods.
Merci.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Ça n'a pas l'air d'être le cas, donc il ne me reste.
That doesn't seem to be the case, so thank you very much.